Namaste. Welcome back to Waking Up with Mindful Serenity Yoga. And again, I'm Nancy. We're just going to continue along with our little concept exercise. I pull out a word, usually, from the jar, and I discuss it for 4 minutes impromptu, meaning that I have no time to practice, no time to really think about what I'm going to say. It just comes out the way that it presents itself. And of course, I do not do anything to perfect these videos. I do not edit. I do not revise. I just give you what authentically and naturally comes out of me. The reason why I do this, as I've stressed many times, is basically on compulsion. I don't know really what pulls me here to do this and to write in my blog, but I have this very strong compulsion to come here and share. It's a way of expressing myself or expressing this truth that is emerging in me, I guess. And I also do it because I want to practice my public speaking, and that's a selfish ego reason, but I still do it for that reason. I want to practice. I don't want to lose the skills that I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to gain over the years. So, without further ado, I'm going to reach into the jar and I'm going to pull out the concept. Okay, now I'm going to take a deep breath first of all. And the breath, of course, is a wonderful way to anchor us into the present moment, into the body, and to take us out of that head or that ego, personal mind that wants to go off and pretends it knows everything. It wants to do all the talking and all the pulling us along. But sometimes we do not want the ego to be in charge. In fact, seldom should we want the ego to be in charge. It will just lead us off the road. So we want the wise driver within us to take the wheel, and that's exactly what I do when I take a breath. I kind of step out of the way so this wisdom that is in all of us, not that I am wiser than anybody else, because I certainly am not, but this wisdom that is in all of us waiting to emerge has a chance to come out when the ego is out of the way. So I'm hoping the wisdom will answer this next section. And so the word I pulled out was open. Open. What does it mean to be open, and what does open mean? So in this context, I think I'm going to bring it back to spirituality, of course, because most of these concepts are related to spirituality. To be open spiritually is to be accepting of life as it is, to be non-resistant, and that is a very, very important thing in spirituality. Be non-resisting. Most of the suffering we humans experience as we travel along this lifetime is related to our resistance of what is, our resistance of reality. We have a very challenging time accepting and allowing life to be life. We feel incorrectly because of our conditioning and our stuffing and storing of life events, especially the emotionally charged ones, because of this veil that we created between ourselves and who we really are, what many of us would call the ego. We have the sense that life is here to serve us as the ego, as the little me, as this entity that is separate from everything else. Serve it and protect it from anything that is uncomfortable or disturbing. We are so erroneous in our thinking that the world is here to serve us, when we, as these bodies and minds, are the vessels through which we are in as consciousness and pure awareness, get to experience life for life. In a sense, life gets to experience itself through us. And I'll use a capital letter for life for you to use whatever connotation you want with that. But life gets to experience life through us. Life is not here the world is not here, the universe is not here to protect this self-concept of ego, this persona, this personality, this little me that we created just so we can make sense of the world. It's not here to serve that, because that is nothing to serve. So when I say we are resistant, we sometimes, in our preservation, self-preservation and protective modes, want to protect this little concept that we've developed, this body, this mind, this personality, from all the things that are out there that may disturb it. By disturbing it, it means that it's disturbing what we've stuffed and stored, and it's rattling around in us. So we don't want that stuffed and stored stuff rattling around if it's going to cause discomfort. We're holding it down. We're so busy doing this that when something comes along to trigger it and starts to distort it, we push that away and we close. We do not allow that life event in. We do not allow that emotional experience in. We do not allow that reality in. We do not accept it. We resist it. We close. So when we are open, we are no longer closing. We are no longer resisting life. We're no longer saying, no, keep that away. No, the door's closed. It can't come in. That reality, that event that happened, I'm not going to deal with it. That person that's telling me off, I'm not going to deal with them. I'm going to keep pushing them away so that I don't have to experience it with my conscious mind and my awareness. I can focus on something else. So we close to protect. We close to protect what? This idea we have of ourselves and who we are. Is that who we are? No, it's who we think we are. So when we close, what we're actually doing is shutting off the flow of who we really are, as pure awareness, as consciousness, as this Sat Chitananda that we learn about in the yogic world. Sat Chitananda is consciousness and bliss. It's who we really are at the deepest core of our beings. And when we close, that doesn't flow. We've blocked it, preventing it from flowing. Why? Because we're scared and we're trying to protect ourselves. So the opposite of fear in that scared scenario is love, and love is in that Shakti flow. So when we are open, we are truly loving in an unconditional way that has nothing to do with the love, the so-called love or attachment we have with the outside world or what it has for us. It's just an open flow of who we are as pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure Shakti, pure Satchitananda. It's who we really are. And we all have the opportunity to experience that flow as long as we learn to stop closing, stop resisting, by learning to accept and allow life to be whatever it is, to experience it fully, and to stay open. I went way over my time again. I got to get better at doing that. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.